Turning at the trade deadline to Houston. And he takes a breaking ball over the head of Jeremiah Jackson into left field.
What happens when a team that can't score runs suddenly can't be stopped? What happens when a player in the worst slump of his career has the game of his life? And what happens when a promising young rookie's brilliant season takes a shocking and painful turn? Tonight, we're not just watching a game, we're witnessing a story of absolute redemption, explosive power, and heartbreaking drama. The Houston Astros, desperate to snap a losing streak, walked into Baltimore looking for a spark. What they found was a full-blown inferno. You are not going to want to miss a single second of this breakdown. Welcome to Baseball Extra. All right, let's set the stage for this Friday night showdown in Houston. The Astros are in a tough spot. To put it mildly, their offense has been sleeping. We're talking about a team that has only managed to scrape together 12 total runs over their last 8 games. For a team with their level of talent, that's not just a slump. It's a crisis. Every at-bat feels heavy. Every runner left on base feels like a crushing blow. They need a hero. They need a spark. And on the other side of the field, you have the Baltimore Orioles and their starting pitcher, Brandon Young. Now, if you're a baseball fan, you know this name. This is the 27-year-old rookie who, in his last start, was practically untouchable. The Lumberton, Texas native, retired the first 23 batters he faced in a near-legendary performance. He's got confidence, he's got incredible stuff, and tonight, he's pitching in front of his family and friends against a team from his home state. The storyline is perfect. The big question hanging in the air is, can he do it again? Can he dominate an Astros lineup that is desperate for a win? Let's get into the top of the first inning. The Astros need to set the tone early. They cannot afford to let this rookie pitcher settle in and find his rhythm. Leading things off is Carlos Correa. Correa has been a rock for this team, putting up fantastic numbers, and he wastes no time. He sees a breaking ball and sends it sailing over the infielders heading to left field for a base hit. Just like that, the Astros have life, a leadoff runner. The dugout is clapping. You can feel a little bit of that tension start to lift. But a single is just a start. They need to cash in. That brings Christian Walker to the plate. Walker is a guy who has immense power, the kind of thumb in the middle of the lineup that the Astros have been sorely missing during this skid. He steps into the box. The runner is on first, and there's no score. Young winds up and delivers the pitch. Crack. There is no doubt about that one. Walker gets a pitch he can handle and drives it deep to left field. The outfielder, Carlson, is racing back. He's at the wall, but it's gone. A 2-run home run for Christian Walker. He knew it right off the bat. A massive swing that sends a message to everyone in the ballpark. The Astros offense is here tonight. Just like that, Houston strikes first with a 2-0 lead. For a team that has been starved for runs, this is like a tidal wave of relief and momentum. Walker provided the exact punch they needed, and the Astros have a lead before the Orioles even get a chance to bat. What a start. Welcome back to Baseball Extra. So, the Astros are fired up. A 2-0 lead in the first is huge, but they know they can't let up. Let's talk about a player who has been feeling the weight of this slump more than anyone. Jesus Sanchez. Acquired from the Miami Marlins, Sanchez came to Houston with high expectations. But baseball can be a cruel game. He's entered this game in a brutal slide, going 0 for his last 27 at-bats. Think about that for a moment. 27 times he has walked up to the plate, and 27 times he has walked back to the dugout without a hit. The pressure on him is immense. Every swing feels like it has the weight of the world on it. He steps up to the plate in the first inning. The payoff pitch from Brandon Young is on its way, and Sanchez hits a chopper. It's a tough play for the shortstop Henderson, and it's over his head. A base hit. Look at Sanchez's reaction. Did you see that? It was more than just a hit. That was pure, unadulterated relief. A massive weight has just been lifted from his shoulders. As he gets to first base, you can see the smile as he talks to the first base coach. It's a beautiful moment in baseball and a huge one for the Astros. The Jesus Sanchez slump is officially over. The Astros can't add to the lead in the first, but the tone has been set. The energy is different. Now, let's flip it to the bottom of the first. The Orioles are looking to answer back against the Astros starter, Jason Alexander. Alexander had a great outing in his last start, going 6 innings for a win. The Orioles get a runner on with a single from Jackson Holliday, and Gunnar Henderson follows it up with another punch into center field. Suddenly, the tying run is on base with just one out. The pressure is right back on Alexander, but he bears down, getting a huge strikeout of Ryan Mountcastle on a nasty changeup. After a flyout, Alexander escapes the jam, and the 2-0 lead is preserved. Top of the second inning now, and the Astros are looking to build on their lead. After a quick out, Victor Caratini gets things started with a sharp ground ball to the right side for a base hit. This brings up Mauricio Dubin. On the payoff pitch, Dubin swings and misses, but the ball gets away from the catcher. It's a wild pitch. Caratini advances, and Dubin reaches first. Now, there are two runners on. Then, things get even more aggressive. On a pitch in the dirt, Dubin takes off for second, and the throw goes to second base. But watch Caratini at second. He never stops running. He takes a wide turn and forces a throw to third, which is off the mark. Incredible, heads-up base running puts runners on the corners. After a key out at first base on a tapper by Jeremy Pena, there are now two outs. Runners are at second and third. This is a massive moment in the game. The Astros have been abysmal with runners in scoring position lately, going 0 for their last 12 in that situation. This is their chance to break another curse tonight. Carlos Correa steps back up to the plate. He already has one hit tonight. He's calm, cool, and collected. He gets a fastball right up the middle and lines it straight back where it came from into center field. Caratini scores easily from third. The runner from second is getting the wave. He's coming home too. He scores. It's a 2-out, 2-run single for Carlos Correa. The Astros explode. Their lead is now 4-0. All four of their runs tonight have come with two outs. This is the clutch hitting they have been desperately searching for. The Astros' offense explosion is real, and it is spectacular to watch. They had 12 runs in their last 8 games. They have 4 in just 2 innings tonight. The Orioles are a bit stunned, but this is their home turf, and they aren't going down without a fight. In the bottom of the second inning, a rookie steps to the plate for his very first at-bat at the legendary Camden Yards. His name is Dylan Beavers. What a moment for this young man. You dream your whole life of playing in the major leagues, and stepping into the batter's box at your home ballpark for the first time is a memory you'll never forget. The pitch comes in, and Beavers connects. He sends a high fly ball deep to right field. Sanchez is drifting back, but he can only turn and watch. This ball is going. Gone. Welcome to Baltimore, Dylan Beavers. A solo home run for the rookie. His first ever home run in the major leagues comes in his home debut. The crowd here at Camden Yards erupts. That's a special, unforgettable moment for the kid, and it gets the Orioles on the board. The score is now 4-1, a glimmer of hope for the home team. But the Astros were not about to let that hope last for long. In the top of the third, Christian Walker, who started the scoring, leads off. He hits a chopper that catches the third base bag and kicks away for a hit. That's a lucky break, but Walker isn't satisfied with a single. He guns it for second base and slides in safely with a double. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. This is where good teams capitalize. And tonight, the Astros are a very good team. Who's up next? None other than Jesus Sanchez, the man who just broke his 0 for 27 slump. He steps in with confidence, goes the other way, and drops a single into the outfield. Walker scores easily from second, and it's an RBI for Sanchez. His second hit of the night, and the lead is now 5-1. But they still weren't done. Later in the inning, Yainer Diaz comes to the plate. Diaz has power, and he proves it right here. He gets a pitch he likes and absolutely crushes it, a no-doubt shot deep to left field. That ball was vaporized. An 18th home run of the year for Diaz, a 2-run bomb, and the Astros have blown this game wide open. It is now 7-1 Houston. The dugout is electric. Every single player is firing on all cylinders. When your offense puts up 7 runs, it can be easy to lose focus on defense. But the Astros were determined to play a complete game. In the bottom of the third, they showed why their defense is just as dangerous as their bats. Gunnar Henderson, a fantastic young player for the Orioles, steps in and lines a screaming breaking ball toward first base. It looks like a surefire base hit, but Christian Walker makes a phenomenal diving play to his left. He snags it out of the air, a Gold Glove caliber robbery to take away a hit. An incredible play that keeps the momentum squarely in the Astros' dugout. But the defensive highlight of the night was still to come. Two batters later, Dylan Beavers, the rookie who homered earlier, is at the plate. He pops one up into foul territory on the third base side. It's a tough play, drifting towards the stands. Carlos Correa is in a full sprint. He's tracking it. He leaves his feet and makes a spectacular sliding catch right before crashing into the Astros' dugout wall. What a play by Carlos Correa. The focus, the athleticism, the determination to get that out was on full display. That's a web gem you'll be seeing on highlight reels all week. These are the kinds of plays that demoralize an opponent. The Orioles just can't catch a break. As we move into the middle innings, the story shifts back to the Orioles pitcher, Brandon Young. After that rough start, he had managed to settle down a bit. But in the top of the sixth inning, something happens that makes everyone in the ballpark hold their breath. Jacob Melton of the Astros hits a routine ground ball. The first baseman, Mayo, makes a nice backhanded stop. Brandon Young, doing what pitchers are trained to do, sprints over from the mound to cover the first base bag. Mayo flips him the ball. Young reaches to touch the bag with his foot, and he goes down. He hits the bag at an awkward angle and immediately comes up grimacing in pain, favoring his left leg. The play is over, the out is recorded, but all eyes are on the pitcher's mound. This does not look good. The trainer comes out, but after a very brief conversation, Young is already walking off the field. You can see the frustration and the pain on his face. That is just a brutal, heartbreaking moment. A promising rookie, a Texas native pitching against a Texas team, having a breakout season, and it gets derailed on a routine play. The Brandon Young injury is a massive blow to the Orioles and a somber moment in this game. We here at Baseball Extra are certainly hoping for the best and wishing him a speedy recovery. That's a tough sight for any baseball fan. Following the injury, the Orioles seem to find a spark of life. With Young out of the game, they managed to load the bases in the bottom of the sixth inning against Jason Alexander. This is their chance. The tying run is on deck. The Astros make a move, bringing in Stephen Ockert from the bullpen to face the ultimate pressure situation. Ockert induces a hard-hit ground ball to first base. Walker grabs it, steps on first, and looks to second, but there's no play. A run scores on the fielder's choice, making it 7-2. It's not the huge inning the Orioles wanted, but they chip away at the lead. However, Ockert settles in and gets a crucial strikeout to end the threat. The Astros escape the jam with minimal damage. Now, let's go back to the man of the hour, Jesus Sanchez. We told you he broke in 0 for 27 slump with a single in the first. Then he added an RBI single in the third. Well, he wasn't done. He singles again. And then, in the eighth inning, he comes up and laces a double into the gap. It is a 4-hit night for Jesus Sanchez. From 0 for 27 to 4 for 4. It pours when it rains. But the story gets even better. In the top of the ninth, with 2 outs, Sanchez steps to the plate one last time. Could he possibly do it? A hard hit ball, another base hit. He's done it. Jesus Sanchez is 5 for 5 tonight. His second career 5-hit game comes on a night when he was trying to just get one. What an unbelievable, incredible performance. From the deepest lump to a perfect night at the plate. That is baseball, ladies and gentlemen. The Astros take their commanding lead into the bottom of the ninth. The Orioles are down to their final out. Gunnar Henderson strokes a fly ball out to right center field. And who is there to put it away? It could only be one person. Jesus Sanchez glides under it and makes the final catch. The Astros win. They snap the losing streak in emphatic fashion. The offense that was nowhere to be found finally came alive, putting up a crooked number in a dominant performance. But the story of the night is Jesus Sanchez, a 5 for 5 masterpiece to break one of the worst slumps of his career. It's a testament to his mental toughness and a reminder that in baseball, you're only one swing away from turning everything around. What a game! An Astros offense explosion, a heartbreaking injury, and a career night for a player who desperately needed one. This is why we love this sport. That's all the time we have for tonight's breakdown. If you loved watching the story of this incredible game unfold, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Baseball Extra for more deep dives into the games you love. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.